I don't want. Okay, I don't want us to have. I'm going to do where the vehicle is.
The truck was actually coming from Ring Road. It missed a step, so as it was trying to gather itself, it fell.
What we are witnessing these days, it is something we can no longer understand.
They should stop telling us and promising us all those promises are fake, giving us this of promises are fake. We don't want it anymore.
A very good evening and thank you for joining us on BeeTv Major News at 6. Reaching you live from Benin City, the Edo State capital. I am Evelyn Izibili, and now to the news in details. As Governor Monday Okwebelo marks his first year in office, BeeTv News takes a closer look at the visible transformation across Edo South Senatorial District. While there have been speculations that the governor focuses mainly on Edo Central, residents across Edo South have debunked such claims, affirming that the administration has demonstrated balanced developments across the
November 2024, Senator Monday Okwebelo was sworn in as the executive governor of Edo State. Few days from now, the governor will be marking 1 year in office. What has the administration of Monday Okwebelo done in this last 1 year? For some persons in some quarters, they believe that the governor has focused his attention in developing a certain senatorial district, that is Edo Central Senatorial District, where he is from, and that there has not been even distribution of developments and projects across the 3 senatorial districts. And so we are in the streets of Benin City to have a feel of the people, what they think about Governor Monday Okwebelo in the last 1 year, and of course, if the administration has been objective and even in distributing or executing people-oriented projects across the various local government areas, particularly here in Edo South Senatorial District. So come with us.
It's just starting. He tried. It's not easy because most of the things that he has started doing now, I just pray that he should be able to complete them. He tried. Planning the construction of the road, one. All those boys, those are forming different secret court and all that, forming groups. He was able to dissolve them.
Her governor is doing well. This thing when they start now, the first person when you want to do one for Benin. Now that one I see now. Yes, this is a flyover we want to do now. It's a good development.
He's a good governor. The little one I saw he's trying.
My opinion is that he's doing well, but looking at the governor, he has done well.
From road rehabilitation to urban renewal and flood control, the story of Edo South reflects steady progress and renewed hope. One of the key projects drawing attention is the ongoing construction of the flyover bridge at Adesua Junction in Oedo local government area of Edo State, a landmark initiative expected to ease traffic congestion, improve urban aesthetics, and promote economic activity in the heart of Benin City. Residents and commuters in the area commended the governor for the speed and quality of the project, describing it as a major step towards modernizing transportation within the metropolis. They said the construction has already improved movement and reduced traffic buildup at one of the city's busiest intersections.
With this coming of this flyover here, it will ease the traffic congestion here. So I want to applaud what our able governor is doing for us. So I want to say thank you, our governor, for the work well done. Contractor handling the job. The work is at speedy in progress.
I really appreciate what the governor is doing right now in Benin City. Benin City cannot just big like this and it's not having any flyover, any bridge. So that is, and the governor is doing well. Governor Ekobolo is doing well.
He knows what the people want. And of course, he's trying to see what he can do. He is not a perfect person. He's an imperfect person, although, but all the same, I know that he's going to do his best.
Construction equipment hums in the background as workers continue to lay structural beams and concrete slabs along the Adesua corridor, where visible progress shows the governor's commitment to infrastructural transformation across Benin City. Away from the city center, residents of Ogege and its adjoining communities in Benin City are also beginning to experience relief following the ongoing road and drainage improvement projects initiated by the Edo State government. The projects, which include the Old Sapele Road erosion control and internal roads, as well as the Ogege-Obage Road construction, form a major part of the government's urban renewal program aimed at tackling flooding, improving road connectivity, and boosting local economic activities. Although the projects are still under construction, visible progress has been made in the installation of drainage system, grand rehabilitation of erosion-prone areas that had previously cut off access to homes and businesses. Okay. As work continues across the corridor, the area tells a story of visible progress and renewed hope. Long stretches of drainage channels line both sides of the road has become one of the most talked about infrastructure projects under the current administration. The once dilapidated and uneven stretch is now being transformed to improve road connectivity, ease movement, and enhance the standard of living for residents in the area. When BeeTv News crew visited the site, bulldozers and other heavy-duty machines were seen in action, signaling the government's commitment to ensuring timely and quality completion of the projects. Some locals who spoke with BeeTv News commended the Edo State Governor, Senator Monday Okpebholo, for the initiative, describing it as a long-awaited intervention that demonstrates the administration's genuine commitment to urban renewal and people-oriented development. They explained that they personally visited the project site to assess the quality of work and were impressed by the pace and standard of construction. The respondents, who are legal practitioners, further lauded the government's balanced spread of development projects across Edo South, Edo Central, and Edo North senatorial districts, calling on residents to disregard divisive claims and support the governor's ongoing efforts towards inclusive growth across the state.
Yes, just came around here now to see what is actually going on here. This boundary roads at the Ogba area. So, and as you can see, if you even move forward a bit, you will see the contractors on site. They are working presently. They are asphalting the road already. So I think it's a good move and it's laudable. So we must really commend His Excellency, the distinguished Senator Governor Monday Okpebholo.
Rome was not built in a day, as they would say, but then you can see construction was going everywhere. We see work going on in Ramat, in Adesua, so many words. Even Temboga is under construction down in Ekenwa, and just as you can see, construction work also going on here. So we can say the governor is touching every facet. We just stay here in the office.
The Edo State government's ongoing road and drainage improvement efforts in Edo South, particularly at Adesua Junction, Ogege, Obage, and Sapele Road, represent a critical step towards sustainable urban development and improved living conditions for residents. From the Adesua flyover construction into other construction sites, Edo South stands as clear evidence of Governor Monday Okpebholo's commitment to even development across the state. For many residents, these visible changes symbolize more than infrastructure. They represent renewed confidence in governance and a step towards a better connected, economically vibrant Edo State. Best Orator, reporting for BeeTv News.
The acting chairman of Ipobaoka local government area, Honorable Eric Sino Osawaru, accompanied by the vice chairman, Honorable Patience Eru Omokaro, led a delegation of top council officials to town hall meetings held at Opa Sakumba Ubekun Community Ward 7 and Igodo Community Ward 8. The meeting provided an opportunity to engage with residents, listen to their concerns, and discuss developmental plans for both wards. BeeTv News' Favor Kolawole has details.
The Ipobaoka local government acting chairman, Honorable Eric Sino Osawara, accompanied with top council officials, were warmly received by residents of Ward 7, including the councillor representing the area, Honorable Godfrey Binodun, community leaders, and other dignitaries who expressed appreciation to the council boards for convening the meeting. They described it as the first of its kind and commended the chairman for his proactive leadership and willingness to engage directly with the people. In his remark, Honorable Eric Sino Osawara thanked the people for their warm reception, emphasizing that the town hall meeting were in line with the directive of the executive governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpebholo, who remains deeply concerned about the welfare and need of the people. According to him, the essence of the meeting was to listen, understand, and address the pressing issues affecting residents of the local government. He further assured that the council's door remain open for continued dialogue and collaboration with the communities.
My well was 7. And then you were there, man, no APC. Also, Manawi, a Gary man, His Excellency the Governor of Edo State. Now, okay, Buhari, don't know why we were going the government in Unuwa, where we put others into our plan and project. Make sure for this world they enjoy the dividends of democracy.
During the interactive session, community leaders highlighted several urgent needs, including repair and expansion of bad roads, installation of street lights, provision of a new transformer, supply of chairs, electricity, and enhanced security of Ologboshere Grammar School.
Since 2021, I came to the school. When that building was commissioned, we have proposed about 4 or 5 roads, short one, very short. Then so bad, you can't pass it. If any vehicle, we are putting some of our vehicles to our road, we can't halfway before we get to. We have about 3 major ones like that.
We have a very big problem. The last chairman I just left recently, we wrote a letter to the vehicle.
Responding, the acting chairman assured that he had carefully noted all concerns raised, reaffirming the state government's commitment under Governor Monday Okpebholo to improve infrastructure, security, and overall living condition across Ipobaoka.
As a government, I know that even as I council, there is a position you be in government. Even foreign bodies will tell you for projects. They'll tell you, so where do we put it? So this all this while they just collect money for pocket, they're not doing anything. Despite it is painful, but by the grace of God, God will use us to pay right the wrong with prayers and cooperation.
Similarly, Honorable Osawaro and his entourage also visited Igodo Community, Ward 8, where they met with residents and community leaders. In his address, said the government of Senator Monday Okpebholo is a government that goes to meet the people for their need, and as he is intentional about the welfare of the people.
We are happy to also hear that we have those communities in this world. My way, whatever we need, our needs will be much because of the peculiarity of our needs. And by the grace of God, the landlord coming to Baba, I am already the administrative seat of this local government already important to go. So it means
we are committed to make sure we benefit the government, not just for work. Why this government is different?
It's his heart to hear the people. Says town hall meetings like this is the first of its kind, and it pushes him to do more, adding that Senator Monday Okpebholo is getting closer to the people at the grassroots level to know and meet their needs. The visit underscores the chairman's resolve to ensure inclusive governance and bring development closer to the people. Favour Kolawole reporting for BeeTv News.
Concerned members of All Progressive Congress APC Edo North Senatorial District, including some chieftains and stakeholders, among others of the party, trooped out in large numbers to receive the state chairman of the party, Khalifa Jarrett Tenebe, at Miss Chair's jubilations. BeeTv News Best Orator reports that the people expressed their appreciation for what the party has achieved under the leadership of Tenebe.
The All Progressive Congress APC Edo State Chapter Chairman Khalifat Jarrett Tenebe had been out of his own town on duty for some time now and returned to witness a great show of love from large turnout of party supporters. On arrival at the popular J2 Auchi junction of the Benin Auchi Okene Abuja Expressway in company of other politicians, Khalifat Jarrett Tenebe was overwhelmed with the show of love. Addressing the crowd of party faithful at his residence, the APC state chairman, Jarrett Tenebe, appreciated them for the show of love and support. He revealed his political history and mentorship source in life from secondary stage to date and promised to keep up the legacy. The APC state chairman, Khalifat Jarrett Tenebe, also assured the people of the Edo State government's infrastructural development across the nooks and crannies of the state under the leadership of Senator Monday Okpebholo and plans to address political appointments judiciously and suit for patience.
Yeah, that's all. And I now find my way to the great Ebony Grammar School, where I cross paths with some people that changed my life. Yes, sir. And before I left that school, I was taught how to speak to power. I was taught how to speak truth to power. And when I left the school, I went to higher schools. Then I started working. When I left my job, I went to join the army.
Jarrett is a man who has been brought up to be rugged. And with that, he has built himself to have the courage to tell the truth.
I think it's a testament of his giant strides, and he's a son of the soil, and you can see that with the mammoth crowd here today, he's loved by all.
We saw today was a testimony that the team of Monday Okpebholo is working in the right direction. We believe that they will take Edo to a greater height.
Edo State APC Chairman Khalifat Jarrett Tenebe, currently the APC chairman in Edo State, hails from Ikabigbo in the senatorial district, and concerned political chieftains, stakeholders, and political associates, among others, had the need to register their full support and approval for his political winning style of leadership and urge others to borrow a leaf from him. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
A 27-year-old woman, Chioma Success Ezebie, has been arrested by operatives of Edo State Police Command for allegedly faking her own kidnapping and collecting 5 million naira ransom from her husband. It was gathered that Chioma staged her adoption along with her 3-year-old son on October 27, 2025. Her husband, Paul Adaniken, later received a call from a man identified as Martins Chidozie, claiming that his wife and child had been kidnapped. Following the call, Adaniken reported that incident to the police, prompting the anti-kidnapping unit to launch an investigation using cyber and intelligence tools. The police traced the case to Chioma's cousin, 33-year-old Osita Godfrey, who was found to be involved in the plot. According to the State Police Command Deputy Spokesperson, ASP Eno Ikoidem, Godfrey's confession led to Chioma's arrest. The police recovered the ransom and transferred the case to the State Criminal Investigation Department, SCID, for further investigation and prosecution. Meanwhile, the State Commissioner of Police, Monday Agbonika, has commended the officers of the new Etete Division for their swift action and warned residents against acts that could disrupt public peace. He assured that the command will continue to use intelligence and technology-driven strategies to tackle crime in Edo State.
Authorities to urgently restore and maintain the city's historic monument.
The government be responsible to take care of the place.
Some other countries, this thing, they used to generate revenue.
Commenting on the issue, the Director of Liaison and Partnership at the Ministry of Arts, Culture and Creative Economy, Ezekiel Enakbalu, said the ministry is already working to ensure the sculptures are restored. He noted that they are currently collaborating with the local government council and the Edo State Parks and Gardens Agency to put the sculptures back in good condition.
Presently now, what the ministry is doing is collaborating with our local government now, because there is a letter we are going to send to them on how they can help us to maintain this thing. Those statues in their locality, they help us maintain them. And we are trying to liaise with Parks and Gardens to do clear if there is a problem of bush surrounding the statues, they will help us. Environment too, we also approach them. So that's finally what the ministry is doing now.
With the assurance from the Edo State Ministry of Arts, Culture and Creative Economy, residents hope to see quick action taken to restore and maintain the city's historic sculptures. Osarodie Agwebo, reporting for BeeTv News.
Residents in Benin City are expressing growing concern over the increasing cases of insecurity linked to one-chance robberies in public vehicles. The incidents, which involve unsuspecting passengers being lured into buses operated by criminals, have been reported along major routes including Ring Road, Ugbowo, New Benin and Saple Road.
Across Benin City, cases of one-chance robberies continue to raise serious safety concerns among residents. Victims are often dispossessed of their valuables and, in some cases, assaulted before being pushed out of moving vehicles. Many commuters say the situation has instilled fear and anxiety in daily movements across the city. Commuters who spoke with BeeTv News shared their dissatisfaction over the growing insecurity, saying they now live in fear each time they board public vehicles. They are calling on security agencies to step up patrols and surveillance across major roads in Benin City to ensure the safety of residents.
We advise people, always go to a garage to enter bus. Entering bus along the roadside somehow is not too good. When you want to go to anywhere, go.
Is rising over alleged use of dispatch services to transport hard drugs and other illegal substances across the state and country. BeeTv News Favor Kolawole reports that residents express worry that many unscrupulous individuals now take advantage of dispatch riders to move illicit items under the cover of regular parcel delivery.
Dispatch riders play a vital role in modern logistics and business operations by ensuring the fast and reliable movement have made logistics and delivery easier. The system can also be exploited by criminal elements. Residents say there is need for security officials, particularly those at checkpoints and inspection points, to thoroughly search dispatch riders and verify the contents of their packages before allowing them to proceed. This, they say, will help in increasing rates of drug trafficking that poses a serious threat to public health and national security.
It's actually very necessary for the security agencies to check these dispatch riders because you may not know the content of what they are in making life easy for people, but we should also be sure that people's lives are protected and crime rates, drug trafficking and what have you is reduced in this.
As dispatch riders continue to play a crucial role in promoting business growth and service efficiency, it becomes equally important for security agencies to intensify checks and ensure that the delivery system is not exploited by criminal elements. Favor Kolawole reporting for BeeTv News.
Concerned Benin indigenes have staged a peaceful protest in Benin City against the planned commissioning of the Museum of West African Art, also known as MOA. BeeTv News Best Auditor reports that Edo State Governor Senator Monday Okpebholo, who received the protesters in Government House, reaffirmed his administration's commitment to safeguarding the sanctity of Benin culture and tradition, declaring that under his watch, no action, public or private, will be allowed to undermine the cultural authority of the Benin Kingdom.
In 2018, during the second-year coronation anniversary of the Robert of Benin, His Royal Majesty Omonoba Nejo Ukwu Akpolokpolo Ewaye II, which also was the birthday of the Oba and the launch of the Red Book, the then governor of Edo State, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, was a special guest. At that ceremony that had in attendance former President of Nigeria, Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, former governor who served the state, Comrade Adams Oshomole, former head of state, General Gowon, and of course the Sultan of Sokoto and others. The governor promised that he was going to construct the Benin Royal Museum. He said he had met with the Benin Dialogue Group in Netherlands, and he said that the Benin Royal Museum was going to be constructed by his administration for a period of 3 years. The 3 years elapsed, and the administration of Godwin Obaseki has since ended. And the people are asking, where is the Benin Royal Museum? How the coalition of Benin socio-cultural organization, Agoba Simi movement worldwide, among other, the peaceful protesters carried various placards with inscriptions rejecting and vehemently opposing the planned commissioning of the Museum of West Africa at MOA. They marched through major roads to the Edo State Government House, where they met with Governor Monday Okpebholo and presented their grievances. The spokesperson for the protesters, Osaze Amas Edobo, said they were displeased by news that the Museum of West African Art, MOA, will soon be commissioned. He described the project initiated by the former administration of Mr. Godwin Obaseki as deceitful and fraudulent, noting that since the project is currently under investigation, it should not be commissioned.
Why the director of the About decided to go try to open the
In his response, Governor Monday Okpebholo said he had listened to their grievances and assured them that he would meet with the Oba of Benin, His Royal Majesty Omonoba Nejo Ukwu Akpolokpolo Ewaye II, to discuss the issues surrounding the Museum of West Africa at MOA, adding that their concerns will be addressed. Governor Okpebholo assured the demonstrators that their concerns were legitimate and that his administration shares their resolve to ensure that Benin culture, heritage, and ancestral symbols are never desecrated, diminished, or exploited. He said they know where the artifacts were taken from, and now that they have been returned, they must be restored to their rightful place. The governor said His Royal Majesty the Oba of Benin is the true custodian of the Benin heritage, and nothing will be done to undermine that truth. The governor commended the protesters for their civility and discipline, noting that their peaceful conduct reflected the dignity of which the Benin Kingdom is globally respected. He announced that the Minister of Culture and Tourism had reached out to him and he will be in Edo State to engage further on the matter.
I will meet with the Oba. I will meet with him this afternoon to discuss with him.
Yes, sir.
And also, I am very happy that yesterday the Minister for Tourism and Culture placed a call to me, and I told her, I said, Madam, you need to come down. She promised she's coming down tomorrow. I want you to go back home peacefully. Please.
The demonstration to the Edo State House of Assembly. In an interview with journalists, some of the protesters said the demonstration became necessary following the reports
For now, I can't just report. Proper investigation is done by the
money where they bring, as they tell use the Edo money, we don't know as they tell use the Edo money, they said they want to call commissioner. Then we market women come out to say, we not go grow, we not go green.
Addressing the protesters, the majority leader of Edo State House of Assembly, Honorable Jonathan Ibamawo, assured them that such a project cannot be commissioned because it is still under investigation by the House. He therefore urged them to remain calm while they are still investigating the project.
We get to the root of this matter. The root of this matter will be gotten to. We will unveil the owners. We will assure you that, they say when the matter is in the court, everybody remains, the status quo remains. We will ensure that nothing is done to open that place. Thank you.
The concerned Benin indigenes climaxed their protest at the palace of the Oba of Benin, His Royal Majesty Oba Ewa II, where they were received by the Oba of Benin Kingdom Chief Isaac Ogievense. He commended them for the peaceful conduct and assured them that the palace is solidly behind their cause. Amen. The protesters were assured by the governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpebholo, that he was going to meet with His Royal Majesty, the Oba of Benin. Same way, the protesters were assured by the majority leader of the Edo State House of Assembly that the commissioning would not take place because the House is currently investigating the construction of the Museum of West African Art. At the time of this report,
of comprehensive regulatory reforms in the health sector. He explained that the reforms aim to achieve global standard certifications and attract higher value investments into the country's healthcare industry. Professor Pate stated that the new regulatory reforms in Nigerian health sector will be largely driven by the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC. He assured Nigerians that the quality and safety of locally manufactured goods are set for significant improvement. The coordinating minister disclosed this during an investments meeting and factory assessment with the leadership of one of China's leading plastics and medical supply companies at their corporate headquarters in China.
Plant in Wuxi, we're able to see how efficiently they deployed new, not as a bulwark, not from a protectionist perspective, but from an incentive to promote competition and also to enhance access to those technologies, whether they are diagnostics, whether they are manufactured products.
The Chief of Army Staff, General Olufemi Oluyede, has maintained that Christians are not being persecuted in Nigeria, dismissing the allegation recently made by the President of the United States. He acknowledged that Nigeria has faced serious security challenges for over a decade, noting that President Trump's claim reflects long-standing issues. The Chief of Army Staff added that the nation's security chief remains committed to tackling these challenges. He made the remark after a meeting of service chief held at the office of the National Security Advisor.
Christian is being persecuted in Nigeria. We are facing insecurity, especially terrorism, and it's something that has been affecting Nigeria for quite some time now. But as a group, talking about security heads, we've been doing our very best to checkmate this act of terrorism within the space of Nigeria. And you will recall recently, that's just last week, the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, recalibrated the security architecture by bringing on board officers of proven integrity who are seasoned in asymmetric warfare to add impetus to our operations. I want to assure Nigerians going forward that we're going to add more to what we're doing, add more impetus to our operations, and ensure that we checkmate this act of terrorism within Nigeria.
And now to the business news. Air passengers in Nigeria have condemned the continued sale of flight tickets exclusively in US dollars by some international airlines, describing the move as exploitative and harmful to the country's economy. The policy, reintroduced ahead of the Yuletide season, has triggered widespread outrage as travelers fear it will worsen fare increases and make air travel unaffordable for many Nigerians. Legend BeeTv News Favor Kolawole for details from the business world.
At the Murtala Mohammed Airport, Lagos, several passengers expressed concern that the dollar-only policy undermines Nigeria's legal tender and will intensify the usual festive season ticket hikes. The controversy deepened after the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority announced a new $11.50 fee per ticket under the Advanced Passenger Information System, effective December 1st, 2025. The agency said the fee is meant to enhance airport security and streamline passengers' clearance by collecting data before arrival. However, critics argue that the new charge, in addition to an existing $20 security fee, will increase passengers' financial burden and further complicate air travel logistics. Stakeholders have urged the federal government to intensify, describing the dollar-only ticket policy as a violation of national sovereignty and a threat to consumer protection within the aviation industry. The Nigerian's Estes crude account has increased by 13% over the past 2 years, according to data presented by the Accountant General of the Federation to the National Economic Council. An analysis of 15 NEC meetings held between June 2023 and October 2025 shows that the ECA rose from $473,754.57 at the start of Tinubu administration to $535,823.39 as of October 2025, representing a $62,068.82 increase. Within the same period, the stabilization account expanded from 26.63 billion naira to 87.67 billion naira, a growth of 229%, while the Development of Natural Resources Fund rose from 96.90 billion naira to 141.59 billion naira, a 46% increase. The Stabilization Fund dipped to 17.21 billion naira in April 2024 before recovering through 2025, while the Natural Resource Fund fell to 26.85 billion naira in November 2024 but climbed back to 141.59 billion naira by October 2025. The federal government has obtained a $500 million loan from the World Bank to strengthen Nigeria's agricultural value chain and promote food security under the Renewed Hope agenda. The Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security confirmed the approval, stating that the loan will drive investment in farming, processing, and distribution across key agricultural sectors. The initiative is part of the World Bank $14 billion 6-year Agri-Connect program designed to link farmers, processors, markets, and financial institutions. According to the ministry, the facility will address gaps in smallholder farming, expand agro-processing capacity, and improve rural livelihood through better market access.
And now to the global sense. Australia has expanded its world-first ban on social media use for children under 16 to include Reddit and live streaming platform Kick, bringing the total number of targeted platforms to 9. From 10th December, tech companies such as Facebook, X, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, and Threads could face fine of up to $50 million if they fail to block new underage users or deactivate existing accounts. Officials say the move aims to protect children from harmful design features like addictive algorithms and endless scrolling. E-Safety Commissioner Julie Inman Grant noted that delaying children's access to social media would give them valuable time to grow free of deceptive online pressures. Messaging apps like WhatsApp and Discord, as well as gaming and educational platforms such as Roblox, Lego Play, Google Classroom, and YouTube Kids are not covered under the ban. While polls show strong public support, critics warn the law could invade privacy and push young users toward unregulated online spaces. Some mental health experts also argue that cutting things off entirely may hinder healthy digital development and social connection. The ban, the first of its kind globally, is being closely watched by other countries as Australia tests how tech giants will enforce age verification through ID checks, parental consent, or facial recognition technology. Award-winning Nollywood actress and influencer Priscilla Ojo has melted hearts online after sharing her late singer Mohbad's son Liam is bonding adorably with baby Rakim. Also, Kristen Stewart expresses anger over setback for women in Hollywood, says female filmmakers in Hollywood has declined since the post-Me Too era. The report. She stated that no individual should be forced to remain in a marriage against their will, adding that relationships built on coercion lack peace and respect. The dispute between Daniels and Wonko deepened after the actress family accused the senator of assault and harassment, while Wonko And lastly, on today's bulletin, CAF has confirmed that the Women's Africa Cup of Nations will expand from 12 to 16 teams, starting with the next edition in March, bringing even more competitions from reigning champions Nigeria. BeeTv News sports correspondent Freeman Usawi has more on the sports stories.
The tournament set to be held in Morocco will now feature additional nations including Cameroon, Egypt, Ivory Coast and Mali, sides to initially missed out but end qualification as the best ranked losing teams. The decision marks a major step in the development of women's football across the continent, ensuring more teams gain a light tournament exposure, with Morocco hosting again and the competition serving as a qualifying pathway to the 2027 Women's World Cup in Brazil. The stakes are higher than ever. Traditional powerhouses like South Africa, Ghana and Zambia have also qualified, meaning the Super Falcons will face a deeper field of contenders chasing continental glory. Yet confidence within the Nigerian camp remains